see some kickboxing moves. So I am teaching cardio kickboxing, and for licensing reasons on, of course, YouTube, I won't be using music today, but I will do my best to kind of show how I would teach to the beat of the music. So in previous videos, I've done a nice warm-up for a cardio kickboxing class like this. And the initial cardio kickboxing class that I had talked about was definitely a basic class. So we started with a really nice, long, juicy warm-up, and the movements that I did in that warm-up basically prepared the participants for these 3 combinations. So I focus in the warm-up of the upper body movements. They're getting used to the uppercut, the hook, the jab, the cross. I start talking about all of the methods of doing the movements correctly in the upper body and then separating that from the lower body before we start to bring the 2 pieces together. So as I meld in the warm-up, the instruction and the safety cues of the upper body and the lower body, then I know that they're going to be able to, their brain will be able to process whether they're a new participant or a veteran participant, what to expect and what to do when they start to combine the upper body and the lower body movements. So the first combo I have for the class that I had taught that day that I had shown you the warm-up is uppercuts with a front kick. And what I like about this combination is it helps me lead into just kicking. So I can start with the uppercuts, combine them with the front kicks, and then stick to just kicking for a little bit before I teach the next combo. Because as we know, when we move those big muscles of the legs, we're getting their heart rate up a little bit more, because people who have trouble following the choreography, if they're constantly trying to learn how to follow the choreography, they're not going to get a great workout, because they're going to be consistently struggling to maintain that choreography with the legs and the arms and everything. And they won't really get that peaks and valleys of high intensity interval training that we want them to experience in a cardio kickboxing class. So the first combo I have, as I said, is uppercut. We always want to make sure it's on like the 8 count. So what I do, because we're teaching it with the music, what I do is I start with, of course I'm going to start with my left hand, their right hand, as if I were teaching a dance class. What I do is I always face my class as well. So that's why I'm starting with my left. I'm mirroring them. I find just a regular kind of neutral fighting stance rather than a staggered fighting stance for this one, which is nice for a first combo, because then they don't have to worry about where their feet are so much. They can just focus on being in kind of an athletic position. So the first movement is that uppercut, and I have 3 of them because it's joining a kick. So I usually start slow. I'll be like uppercut, 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 front kick. Then we'll stay on that side. Uppercut, 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 front kick. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're leaving extra time for those kicks because it's a lot of work to get the leg up and get that moving quickly versus the upper body. So now if we do it from the right, for them it's from the left, for me it's from the right, but I'm alternating sides. So I go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So whatever side or whatever arm I'm leading with, I'm encouraging them to kick with that arm. So if they wanted to alternate, they could go 3, kick, 3, kick, 3, kick. So I like this combo because it's pretty easy for people to understand and maintain, but they're also able to alternate sides. And then like I said earlier, I could go into a flurry of those uppercuts, let's go, let's go, let's go, and then a flurry of front kicks, let's go, let's go, let's go. So that makes it kind of fun for them. That's our first combo. The second combo that's really easy to teach and really easy to do does require you to have them turn, and I always, when I'm facing them, I have them turn toward a side of the room. So let's say there's a window over here, or there's mirrors over here, there's equipment over here. I'll call that the door wall, or the window wall, or the mirror wall. So everyone's facing the correct way, and then magically, whatever side I want them to have in front of me is in front of me. So the first exercise, or the first movement, is upper body based. It's jab, cross, and then 2 hooks. So I always encourage them to maybe start with the jab cross so I can help them identify what's happening in the lower body, because on that cross, we want them to rotate their hips toward their opponent, their imaginary opponent. So jab, cross, I'll usually start with this. Then I'll start to build in the hooks. There's 2 hooks in this combo. So it's jab, cross, hook, hook. And I have them kind of get low because we're gonna do 2 roundhouse kicks after that. Jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, cross, hook, hook. We do that for a while. Then it's gonna be jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, 2 quick roundhouses. So start really slow. Jab, cross, hook, hook, 2 big roundhouse kicks. Jab, cross, hook, hook, 2 big roundhouse kicks. This is a longer 8 count, so we're actually doing a 16 here. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's fast. With faster music, obviously, it's gonna go faster. Jab, cross, hook, hook, 2 roundhouse kicks. Jab, cross, hook, hook, 2 roundhouse kicks. Okay, then you do it on the other side. So I usually have them like, to entertain them a little bit, have them do their boxer shuffle, have them do some jump roping, and then take them to the other side. Then we're starting with jab, cross. I can build combinations a lot faster in that second round, and we go into kind of the meat of the workout before, or earlier than we did on that first side. Okay, then my last combo I'll show you today is a slip. So what I call a slip is basically you're slipping or ducking away from someone's, whether it's a hook or a jab or whatever they're doing towards you, you have to get low enough to get away from that punch. So that's how I explain it. But I have them come into a wider stance, their hips go back like any good old squat or lunge, and they send their hips back as they keep their chest lifted to lower their upper body below that punch. So slip and slip. So we'll start here. Just moving around that slip. Again, we're using those big muscles of the legs, so they're not gonna get bored of this one too fast because those legs are gonna start to get tired, the heart rate's gonna start to get up, which is what they're there for, hopefully. Then all I did is basically combined 2 jacks to this. So what I do in my kickboxing class is I like to finish the last combo with something that, like I said, is entertaining and choreographed, but it's also easy to follow and it's big muscle groups to get that heart rate up. So it's kind of like the peak of class before I have them start working on core work. So as I explained, this class I'm teaching in our Seattle location is a uppercut and core class. So we're doing kickboxing the first half of class and then core work at the end. And I'll explain the core work in a future video. So here's our last combo. We slip, we do 2 jacks. Slip, slip, jack and jack. Slip, slip, jack and jack. And I'm alternating sides that I start with jack. Sorry, slip, slip, jack, jack, slip, slip, jack, jack, slip, slip, jack, jack, slip, slip, jack, jack. So we're going from the right, jack, jack, then we're going from the left, jack, jack. Gets the heart rate up. So that's my last combo. What I'm thinking after teaching my first class is I should do 4 combos, but I had 3 combos planned for that day, and I'll show you guys some more combos in the future. Thanks for watching.